This doesn't make any sense to you non-Auslan signing people, does it? That's all right. I understand as little as you when you speak. It's normal. It's because we don't use the same language. And by the way, this is not my voice. It's my mother who's interpreting for me. My name is Dave. I'm deaf. This is my home. This is me and my family. This is my wife Yitka, my daughters Michaela, Jenna, Imogen, and my mother Jan, and the guinea pigs Ruby and Pepper, and the fish. I was born deaf. I have hearing parents. When my mother and father found out I was deaf, they didn't know what to do. Should they send me to a deaf school? Should they send me to a hearing school? They decided to send me to a deaf school. No, it really wasn't quite that simple. We consulted many sources like audiologists, educational psychologists, teachers, and other parents. We were advised that you should go to a deaf school as you were profoundly deaf. At that time, in the 1970s, signing was considered inferior, so we were really going against the tide when we decided to send you to a deaf school. I hear silence as absence of motion. That makes me uneasy. I like to see movement so that I feel alive. People moving about, trees swaying, ants crawling, cars up and down, clouds drifting. Being in a cave that's pitch black is very scary. So what is the difference between deaf and hearing people? We do all the same things. We drive, we walk, we shop, we play sport. The only difference is the area of communication. So why do deaf people move their lips when they speak? Because they need the hands and the facial expression to get the full picture. When I'm happy, I like to make jokes and I use sign language, my home language, Auslan. But when I'm really angry, I like to express myself in words like
oh.
What do you think about deaf parents? Is it good or is it bad? What do you think?
Well, it's normal for us because we're used to it. Sometimes a little bit weird with other people when you can't hear them and they make a comment on something and you just ignore them and walk away.
What do you think, Jenna?
I think it's good because sometimes we get to experience things that other people would never see.
What do you think, Imogen? Good? She's okay, she's fine.
And like when we go to the shops, people always think you're rude. They'll say, "How are you?" and you go, just like, get your money, and I always say, "Good, thank you."
That's true.
Yeah, it's good sometimes because if we have lots of music, our parents can't hear and they won't tell us to turn it off or anything.
This was my school here. This school started in the 1960s up until now. Many different children from different backgrounds came here. Aboriginal children, deaf children with other disabilities like maybe amputated limbs, something like that. I went to this school from the time I was 3 to 16. Then I went to hearing school for my HSC, my higher school certificate. There was 2 deaf students and 2 sign language interpreters. The 4 of us went to that school, to the hearing school, all hearing. About 1,000 students and 2 deaf. It was a very different experience. Then after that I went to the University of New South Wales and studied electrical engineering. Now I'm working here for Deaf Australia. My job is to attend high-level meetings with government to talk about specific access issues For example, movies, TV shows need captions. Theatre performances need Auslan interpreters. Another example of an accessibility issue is public announcements at shopping centres and train stations. Deaf people can't have access there without captions. Hearing people put their hands over their ears to imagine what it's like to be deaf. Or they put their hands over their eyes to imagine what it's like to be blind. What they don't understand is that a hearing person cannot achieve total silence. It will always be interrupted by heartbeat and breathing. True silence would have to be an absence of thought, because though technically you do not use your sense of hearing, you do hear your thoughts. If total silence would be accomplished, you would lack the intellect to know if you are hearing anything or not. Hearing people need to stop seeing deafness as a disability and instead see it as a difference in human experience.